Welcome to EboX channel after a long time. After a long time, after a long time, we have a meet right now. I'm going live. Okay. So, what is the purpose of the live? Live, I'm going here, and today we are going to learn something new as well as, and I'm also going to learn something new. In today's live session, we will talk about. Already, I have. I hope you people have a better glance the thumbnail itself. Um, Let me show you the thumbnail. So you people have better glance what we are going to see today. Today's session in today's live, I am and you people are going to know web scrapping. So one of the technologies right demanding is web scrapping. In today's live, I'm going to share some knowledge to you peoples about what is web scrapping by using some technology called Node.js. So already I have done some projects in that. I already have done a project as well as, and also currently I'm developing another project. This because of this technology is pretty cool to work with. So I'm going to show you how we can scrap some data on the internet. So how we can scrap some data on the internet. So using a technology called Node.js as well as some MongoDB. So what is the main purpose of this? Why I need to scrap some data and show you in the live? What is the purpose of scrapping some of these data? Yeah, hi bro. 2K Audio Shop. Hi, and Tofik. Hi, bro. How you people are doing? Great. Yeah. So already I have done a project in the web scrapping. So further, I want to enhance that project in more and more experience as well as in a finance and furnished way, so that I am going to show you the world how we can do this project in this live session. Before before that, so my mission is to develop an application. So let me show you that in the notepad. Simply I can show that thing. So that what is that the first thing, my primary goal is to develop an application, mobile application. What kind of mobile application I need to develop? I need to develop a mobile application, the application that helps user to track their price and get the timely alerts. The main purpose is to track the price. Track the price of what? Track what I need to track the price from, where I need to track the price. What kind of thing I need to do is that. So I'm going to track the price of Amazon products. So we all know that we in our day-to-day life we are buying some products from the online. Yes, what I'm missing. So whether my face is missing. Yeah, I have. I didn't show my face. That's what. Yeah, I didn't show my face. The next slide, I will show my face. I will do the face revealing on another video. I will show my face in the next video. Okay. So what I need to do is that I need to track the price of Amazon product, because of in our day-to-day life, we people are making products. We are in day-to-day life, we people are buying some products from the Amazon. Why I need to take that Amazon? Because of there are a lot of other e-commerce sites. There are a lot of other e-commerce sites present in the market. Then why I need to particularly go for the Amazon? I will say the reason. The reason is that Amazon got a lot of data. comparing to other products, Amazon got a lot of data. That's why I'm going to take the Amazon as my prior database. That's what I'm going to scrap the data from the Amazon. So before scrapping, let me tell you guys, I am scrapping legally. Don't misuse the scrapping technology because it will be a little bit theft. Even though companies can take actions on you if you scrap the data illegally. So before, I am acknowledging you people to scrap in an educated way as well as in the legal consent. Okay. So now I'm going to scrap this data legally and legally consent. So I will taught you people how you can scrap this legally. Okay. So what my mobile application is primarily is going to do is it is going to track the price of Amazon product. So as I have said earlier, why I'm particularly taking Amazon is that it has a vast number of data compared to other e-commerce sites. Like for example, you can compare Flipkart and other e-commerce sites like Flipkart and other e-commerce sites we have. So like Mizo, they are only for the fashion brands. I think so. Mizo, Flipkart, and all other e-commerce sites. But Amazon have vast number of data. That's why I'm going to track the Amazon. And also the you can see the most of the people nowadays started to use Amazon because nowadays a lot of people ordering their stuff via the Amazon. That's why I'm going to use Amazon. Okay, good. Next, I'm going to provide timely notification based on price. Based on price. So this is what I have planned to do. So first, I'm going to develop a mobile application. And mobile application has a primary aim. Like for example, it needs to track the price of Amazon products. Next, then provide timely notification based on price. This is what I have, what I am going to develop. So for this, what I need, first of all, I need to take this Amazon products data. First, my primary mission is to take the data of Amazon, where I can find this Amazon data. So I can find Amazon data from their official websites, Amazon.in or else Amazon.com, whatever maybe you can call. So you can take data from here from the Amazon. I'm going to take this I'm going to take data from this Amazon website. Good. Next, after taking this data, I'm going to store this data in a database, and I'm going to analyze the price of that particular data taken in a day-wise manner. So how I am going to get the data first of all. The first thing, how I'm going to get this data from these websites, I'm going to use a technology called web scraping. So you need to understand what is web scraping for this. So basically, web scraping, also known as web data extraction, or you can put it on the Google or else anywhere else you can get some data. Yeah. So web scraping is the process of using software to extract data from websites. This is the basic definition for web scraping. So this is the basic definition for web scraping. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to scrap the data from this Amazon website. So this Amazon website, currently I'm here, I have a lot of data. So each and every product is the data for me. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to scrap the data from here. So that's what the web scraping it defines. So web scraping is extracting the content from the websites. So this is since we are going to scrap the data from other sources, like for example Amazon, we need to scrap the data in a legal way. For this, I'm going to use some technologies, like for example, so in our thumbnail itself, I am showing that what kind of technology I'm going to use is Node.js. So primarily, Node.js is a runtime environment. From that, we can create some server sites, coding, scripts, and also command line tools we can develop by using Node.js. Let me show you the intro for the Node.js tool. Sorry, Node.js. So Node.js free open source cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment that lets developers to create. So primarily Node.js is used for servers for the server creation. So in my condition, I'm also going to use this Node.js to create a server. To create a server. So that server is going to extract the data from this Amazon website. From this Amazon website. That's what I am going to do. So for this, so I'm going to use this Node.js to scrap some data from the Amazon website. So after successful scrapping, I'm going to store that particular data in my database, which is I'm going to use as a MongoDB. So MongoDB is one of the greatest database currently present. So you can go for the MongoDB tutorials or else some kinds of documentation from their official website itself. Now currently the people who know a little bit of MongoDB can join with them. Or else if you don't know the MongoDB, let me know in the comment section so that I can provide another full tutorial on the MongoDB itself in the Node.js. Okay, good. So next. So basically MongoDB is a source available, a cross-platform documentation-oriented database system. So there are other database system like we have a SQL, we have SQL database, we have SQL, we have SQLite, we have PostgreSQL and MySQL. There are a lot of databases present in the market. Then why I need to go for this MongoDB? So I think you people get this doubt. Yeah, thank you for that heart from my thank you for the heart from my kind beloved person. Okay, so there are a lot of databases present in the market. So there are a lot of databases present in the market. Then why I need to particularly go for sure, the sound is a little bit laggy. Some person have commented to me, some person have sent it to the message that sound is a little bit not clear. Okay, let me provide the clear audio. Whether it is audio is clearly audible to you peoples. Yes, you can go for the line. Okay. Okay. So there are a lot of other databases currently present in the market like SQL, SQLite, PostgreSQL, MySQL. These are all called as SQL databases. SQL databases. SQL databases. So I have MongoDB over here. MongoDB, which is a NoSQL database. NoSQL database. So NoSQL database. Thank you. Fine, good. Yes, good. So MongoDB is a NoSQL database. So actually, I can explain it in Tamil too. Tamil, I can explain it Tamil itself because of some of the audience are mostly my audience are Tamil peoples, but I need to provide the information to the global people. So most of the condition I need to speak in English. For some instances, I can go with the Tamil itself. Okay. So actually, வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த SQLite, PostgreSQL, MySQL, SQL databases. ஸோ இதெல்லாம் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா SQL டேட்டாபேஸ்ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Structured Query Language full form. Structured Query Languageன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. இதே வந்து MongoDB பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா அதர் ஹேண்டில் MongoDBங்கிறது ஒரு NoSQL database, which means இதுக்கு எந்த வித query structureம் கிடையாது. So MongoDB basically doesn't have any SQL query structure. Instead, it is called as document structure. instead called as document structure. Document structure. So seriously, it is called a document structure. So for my database currently I'm having, which is Amazon. From the Amazon, I'm going to scrap the data. From the Amazon, I'm going to scrap some data. So that I'm going to analyze my data structure. First of all, என்னுடைய data structure பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா கொஞ்சம் unaligned data structure because of I'm going to scrap the data from here in the Amazon, a particular product data. Let me show you what are the data I'm going to scrap from this Amazon. So particularly I'm going to search for some data, Alienware, gaming laptop, whatever maybe. I'm going to search for a gaming laptop. Gaming laptop. Who is my friend Navid Kumar? Okay. So I'm going to search for some gaming laptop, Alienware gaming laptop. So some of the data will be presented from Amazon website. So I'm going to select a particular laptop from this kind of data. We can yes, it has 58% of offer and one stock is left. Or else we can go for this. Yes, Dell Alienware X16 gaming. Okay, I'm going to check this out. I'm going to check this product. Okay, so these are all the data currently I have. This entire website has a huge number of data, so I'm going to scrap as much as possible from this website. Because of I'm also a beginner to this technology. Since I'm also learning this technology, I will make mistakes. I will also make some mistakes. So if you know people's then if you know any how I can say, if you people know better than me, you can correct me on that comment section. Whatever the mistake I'm going to do, you can correct on my comment section. So these are all the data that potentially I'm going to scrap from this Amazon website. So we have a title of the product, Dell Alienware X16 gaming laptop, Intel Core i9. This is the title of this product. Next, I have some ratings of this product. It has 6 rating. What is the 6 rating? Oh, okay. I understand. 6 ratings means out of so almost 6 people given the rating. That's why it's showing 6 rating. So I'm a little bit confused about 6 rating. Okay, 6 people have given the rating, and it got out of 5 star. It got 2 stars. These are all the potential data I'm going to scrap from the Amazon website. So we have a replacement, free delivery, area of warranty, and ransom. This is the description of this product, and you can buy it with some other suggestion, similarities, blah 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 blah. We can leave all these things. We don't need to see all of this stuff. The primary essential thing I need to scrap here, the title. The title I need to scrap. The product title. Next, potentially to show whether this product is good for that particular person, I need to scrap this rating as well as the number of ratings as well as the rating provided for this product. So these two data are potentially important for me to show the exact thing for my application users. So because these two things help my users to understand whether this product is fine to buy. Next thing, price. The most important data for me is the price, because of with this price I'm going to track the price and going to provide timely notification, my primary mission. So this is going to happen with this price. So this is the price of this product. It has 4,42,990. So and it has some discount percentage, and this discount percentage looks good for our user, but in my condition it doesn't play a greater role. Okay, it doesn't play a greater role. So this 4,42,990 is the essential information I need to scrap. And secondly, I need to scrap that another data. Okay, I got some background noises from my clock. It's time about 3 o'clock, so it's started to ring. Sorry to bother you guys in between that. Okay. So we have this product price, which is the current price right now of this Dell Alienware is 4,42,990. And we have this MRP price. Maximum retail price is 5 lakh 47,508. So this is also one of the information I need importantly to provide some average price to my users. So I need to scrap this MRP price as well as the current price. Next, these ratings and as well as this title. After that, potentially I have a lot of images for this product. I have a video for this product. I have some several images like some configurational things, like for example I have a what is the display hertz and what is the graphics card and all other cooling system, thermal system, like this essential information about a gaming laptop. So these are all images. So I'm not going to scrap all these images. Just I'm going to take any one of these images, because of I can also scrap all these images. Maybe in future I can scrap all these images, but now I'm going to only scrap this first image. So next, what I'm going to scrap is that I'm going to scrap this about this item, a description about this product. So this is what I'm going to scrap. Okay, these are the things I'm going to scrap. Okay, next I'm going to scrap these data, title and out of 5 rating, number of rating. Next, the current price, I'm going to call it as a current price, and this is I can call it as a highest price. I'm going to call this as a highest price because of most of the condition Amazon product will show the highest price here, and this is a current price, and we have some discount percentage of 19%. So I'm going to scrap this also, and I'm going to scrap this description. Further, I will scrap some other data, like for example, to visit their official store from where it came, like visit this disk storage. So I'm going to scrap this data. And next what I'm going to scrap is that I'm going to scrap some informations like availability of the stock, whether this product is currently available. This is also important because of, so since I'm going to track the price of that particular product, and I'm going to provide timely notification based on the price. First, I need to check whether this product is currently available or not. This is called as availability. So whether the stock is available. So I need to scrap this data too. So whether this, where I can find that availability, stock availability. Yeah, here in stock. So we have the stock availability. So I need to scrap this data to stock availability. Good. Next. So these are the data I'm going to scrap some particular product. Okay. So then after the successful scrapping of this title, the current price, highest price, discount, total number of rating provided, and whether the product is in stock or else, and also further the product description of this product, lot more steps. Okay. So I'm going to store this in a MongoDB. So first of all, I need to set the MongoDB database. So let me show you people how you can set up your MongoDB database for this accordingly. So I'm going to my MongoDB database section, mongodb.com. So is there any issues or else any other clarifications, whatever, maybe you can post it on, you can make a comment. கமெண்டில் தாராளமாக உங்களுடைய பதிவுகளை கொடுக்கலாம். என்னுடைய வீடியோவிலோ அல்லது என்னுடைய ஸ்ட்ரீமிங்கில் ஏதாவது ப்ராப்ளம் என்றால் நீங்கள் தாராளமாக கூறலாம். So that so that I can get better glance about my streaming, how it's going. And okay, MongoDB, just log in. If you have an account, you can choose login, or else if you don't have an account, click on sign up and just sign up with your Google account. That's enough. Good. Tamil awesome. Thank you for that. Tamil awesome. Okay, that's what I said. that's what I said. That's what I said. I can speak in the Tamil too. If you people want it in the pure Tamil, I can upload it in the Tamil version. ஸோ தூய தமிழிலும் நான் என்ன பண்ணுறேன், இதை பற்றி நான் வீடியோவை கண்டிப்பாக அடுத்தடுத்த லைவில் நான் அப்லோட் பண்ணுறேன். ஷூர். And also if there is any developers, like because one of the developers have commented in my comment section, Taufik. Yeah, and also one of my friend, another developer called Navit Kumar. So both the people's, if you have any, if you want to collaborate with me, sure we can collaborate in the future, so that we can provide some information to other audiences. What is the other what are the technologies we can make a collaboration on. Sure. Yeah. And also one of my favorite person is in the comment section. I don't want to mention her name. Okay. So I can browse the collections. So the important thing you need to know down here is that before you need to set up that MongoDB clear manner. Most of the people have some errors connecting this MongoDB in the network access or data. I think network access. Yes. So most of the people got error in this network access, which means. So currently, I am running on some of IP address. Currently, my project or some other project, whatever the project is, will require whatever the project that is I am running on my Visual Studio Code will require a network connection in some conditions. So which eventually take my IP address that I have currently connected to a particular network, which takes a IP address. So the what is that this MongoDB will do? MongoDB database will do. So they collect the user's IP address and they eventually allow that kind of user to make an operation. Like for example, to create, to edit, to update, to delete the data in their database according to their IP address. That's what it is here. They call it as a network access. You can see I have a lot of IPs. Yeah. So these are the IP addresses I am accessing right now. I don't want to show it publicly. So you can mention here 000, which eventually allow you to access this database or else your users data from anywhere. If you didn't give this 000, which will not allow your particular users data to store inside this. Okay. So particularly it not allow other users to upload their data. Which means if you have an application, தமிழ்ல சொல்றதா இருந்தா நீங்க ஏதோ ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன் டெவலப் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. அந்த அப்ளிகேஷன் வந்து அதுல உள்ள ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் சர்டன் அமௌண்ட் ஆஃப் யூசர்ஸ் இருக்கான்னு வச்சுக்கோ. உதாரணத்துக்கு இப்போ நீங்க ஒரு வெப்சைட்டோ இல்லை மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷனோ வச்சிருக்கீங்க. அதுல அந்த அப்ளிகேஷனுக்கு கரண்டா இப்போ ஒரு 50 இல்லைன்னா 100 யூசர்ஸ் டே டு டே லைஃப்ல அந்த அப்ளிகேஷனை யூஸ் பண்றாங்க. ஸோ அவங்களுடைய டேட்டாஸை நீங்க இந்த மாங்கோடிபியில் ஸ்டோர் பண்றதா இருக்கும் பட்சத்துல உங்களுடைய அந்த யூசருடைய பர்டிகுலரா அந்த உங்களுடைய அப்ளிகேஷன் யூஸ் பண்ற யூசரோட ஐபி அட்ரஸை இது கால் அவுட் பண்ணும் ஆர் எல்ஸ் செக் பண்ணும். If the IP address differ from this IP address right here, it will not allow the user to store their data. Even Whether it's audible right now? Whether it is audible right now? Yeah, good to know I got this. Yeah, now I can go. In between, my network connection got some distraction. That's why. Yeah, now I got online. Good. Okay. So just add your IP address. You can see a button over here, allow access from anywhere. You can just select this button and click confirm. That will automatically add this 0000 to your IP address, so that people can access from anywhere. Okay. So this is the database I am going to use. So already I have created my own account in this MongoDB. Next thing, we will move to the ideology. So how I am going to scrap this from this Amazon website. So I have told you people this I am going to scrap this title rating. How I am going to do that in my Node.js? That's the question. Next question I am going to answer. So for this, I am going to develop a server from Node using Node.js. I am going to develop a server. So already I have developed a server. So I will show you guys that server, how that server will work and how it's going to scrap the data. So I'm going to show you some information about that. Okay, fine. Before that, how the scrapping technology works, I will show you guys in this how the scrapping technology is done. Mostly, the scrapping technology is one of the important as well as demanding and growing tech in the industries. How I am saying this word? I'm going to show you an example from the Google itself. Just I'm going to search for MSI Titan laptop. Some laptop. Okay. Here you can see in the Google itself. Recently, Google added. I will show you in the Zoom. Recently, Google added a shopping tab in their website. You can see shopping. When I click that shopping tab, I can see the results for this laptop. What I have searched MSI Titan 18HX. So there are a lot of laptops showing here from the different brands. You need to understand here. The first brand showing over here is from the microless.com. Sorry, website from the microless.com. Next, Gadgets Now, Computer Tech, Amazon.in, Compute Tech Store, I think so. Desertcard.in, Teal.in, Flipkart. So these are all different e-commerce sites all over the world. One doubt: my Laravel project database MySQL. How do I convert MongoDB with Flutter? Okay. So actually, you can do Laravel with the Flutter, and also you can do Laravel with websites also. Here we cannot convert, but we can create a new database in the MongoDB. Comparing to Laravel, it is easy to create a database and it is easy to create and store data in the MongoDB. அதாவது லாரவல் லாரவலோட கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது லாரவல்ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம கோடிங் பண்ணணும். லாரவல்ல we need to purely code that entire database, அதோட டேபிள், each and everything. அது எல்லாத்தையுமே I need to code. Laravel project. So basically database அதாவது Laravel project database MySQL. Okay. So basically அப்ப நீங்க Laravel வச்சு பண்ணிரலாம். Laravel வச்சு நீங்க MySQL கூட கனெக்ட் பண்ணலாம். இல்ல MongoDB அப்படினா ஈஸி தான். Laravelல இருந்து MongoDB க்கு ஈஸியா நம்ம கனெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ப்ராப்ளம் இல்ல. பட் ஸ்லைட்லி சின்டாக்சஸ் மட்டும் சேஞ்சஸ் ஆகும். அவ்வளவுதான். பட் இதே MySQL சொல்லும்போது MySQL டேட்டாபேஸ்க்கான கோடிங்கை பியூர் அண்ட் பியூர் நம்ம தான் எழுதுவோம். We need to write that MySQL coding pure and purely in the SQL language. But MongoDB ஒரு அட்வான்டேஜ் என்னன்னு சொன்னோம்னா we don't need to write extra code to create a database or else டேபிள். ஒரு டேபிளையோ ஒரு டேட்டாபேஸையோ நம்ம எழுதுறதுக்கு கோடிங் பண்ண தேவையில்லை. இன்ஸ்டெட் அந்த டேட்டாபேஸ் ப்ரீசெட்டாகவே இந்த நம்மளுடைய அக்கௌண்ட்ஸில் வந்துடும். நான் ஆல்ரெடி சொன்னதான் SQL இங்கே which one best bro, MongoDB or MySQL? It depend upon the data structure தான். இப்போ நம்ம எடுக்க போகிற டேட்டா வந்து பெருசாக இருந்தது, அதே மாதிரி அது வந்து டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஸ்ட்ரக்சரில் இருக்குது அப்படின்னா நம்ம வந்து வி கேன் கோ ஃபார் MongoDB. ஓகேங்களா? உதாரணத்துக்கு சொல்கிறதா இருந்தால் உங்கள் அப்ளிகேஷன் வந்து ஒரு டைனமிக்கான சேஞ்சஸ் தேவை, அதே மாதிரி நீங்கள் எடுத்துருக்கக்கூடிய டேட்டா வந்து ஸ்ட்ரக்சரில் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக இருக்குது. ஸ்ட்ரக்சரில் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்னா இப்போ நான் என்னோட எக்ஸாம்பிளே சொல்கிறேன். ஐ ஹேவ் திஸ் நான் இதுலேருந்து ஸ்கிராப் பண்ணி எடுக்க போகிறேன். ஐம் கோயிங் டு ஸ்கிராப் த டேட்டா ஃப்ரம் திஸ் அமேசான் வெப்சைட். ஓகேங்களா? இதில் உள்ள நான் எடுக்கிற டேட்டா எல்லாமே ரேண்டமான டேட்டா. இந்த இங்கே இருக்கக்கூடிய டைட்டிலாக இருக்கட்டும், அதோட ப்ரைஸ் ரெண்டுமே வேரியபிளான டேட்டா. இது வந்து இன்டிஜர் டேட்டா, இது ஸ்ட்ரிங் டேட்டா. லைக்வைஸ் நான் எடுக்கக்கூடிய ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி டேட்டாமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டிஃபரிங் ஆன் த டேட்டா ஸ்ட்ரக்சரில் வந்து என்ன ஆகுது, டோட்டலி சேஞ்ச் ஆகும். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி அன்ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்டு டேட்டா இருந்தது அப்படின்னா உங்கள் அப்ளிகேஷன் பெட்டர் யூ கேன் கோ ஃபார் த MongoDB பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் இது வந்து நோ சீக்வல், இது சீக்வல் கிடையாது. ஸோ இது டாக்குமெண்ட் ஸ்ட்ரக்சருங்கிறதுனால அன்ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்டு டேட்டாவை வந்து இது ஈஸியாக அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும். வி கேன் ஈஸிலி கிரியேட் டேட்டா அண்ட் வி கேன் ஸ்டோர் டேட்டா. ஓகே, இதே உங்களுடைய டேட்டா வந்து ப்ரீ டிஃபைனான ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்டு டேட்டாவாக இருக்குது அப்படிங்கிற பட்சத்தில் யூ கேன் கோ ஃபார் SQL, MySQL. ஸோ MongoDB மோஸ்ட்லி மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷனுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம், பட் வெப்சைட்டுக்கு MySQL தானே மோஸ்ட்டாக யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ MySQL ஹவு டு கன்வெர்ட் எனி அப்ளிகேஷன். ஓகே, ஸோ அப்படி கிடையாது. இப்போ நம்ம எப்படி சொல்கிறது அப்படின்னா மோஸ்ட்லி மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷனுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம் MongoDB, வெப்சைட்டுக்கு MongoDB யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ வெப்சைட்டுக்கு MongoDB எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா, ஒன்று யூஸ் பண்ணுற டெக்னாலஜி React.js இருந்தது அப்படின்னா டேரெக்டாக நம்ம என்ன பண்ணலாம், MongoDB-யை கனெக்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கான சில பேக்கேஜஸ் இருக்குது. இல்லை அப்படின்னா Node.js சர்வர் வச்சு நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணிக்கலாம், MongoDB கனெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அப்படி இல்லைன்னா Next.js யூஸ் பண்ணி பண்ணலாம். Next.js யூஸ் பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா கிளைண்ட் சைடு கோடிங்கும் சர்வர் சைடு கோடிங்கும் ஒரே ப்ராஜெக்ட்குள்ளே வந்துடும். ஸோ ஈஸியாக நீங்கள் MongoDB கூட டேட்டா கனெக்ட் பண்ணிடலாம். MySQL மோஸ்ட்டாக வெப்சைட்டுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க இல்லைங்கள. ஸோ அதான் பேஸ்ட் ஆன் அப்ளிகேஷனுடைய ஸ்ட்ரக்சரை பொறுத்து தான் அது. இப்போ உங்கள் அப்ளிகேஷன் வந்து ஸ்கேலபிலிட்டி அதிகமாக இருக்குது, அதே மாதிரி அப்ளிகேஷன் வந்து vast number of data hold பண்ணா better you can go for the MySQL search. Learn and mean okay bro MongoDB la, but WordPress and Laravel PHP project how to use MongoDB. So actually recently my co-developer நான் ஒர்க் பண்ணுற என்விரான்மெண்ட்ல உள்ள co-developer வந்து PHP ல வந்து MongoDB இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ அவங்க சொன்னதுபடி பார்த்தோம்னா லிட்டில் பிட் டிஃப்ரெண்ட். அதாவது பிகினருக்கு வந்து PHP MongoDB-யை வந்து PHP கூட கனெக்ட் பண்ணுறது லிட்டில் பிட் டிஃபிகல்ட்டி இருக்குன்னு சொன்னாங்க பிகினர் லெவலாக இருக்கும்போது. ஏன்னா அதில் வந்து கரெக்டான சின்டாக்ஸ், கரெக்ட் டாக்குமெண்டேஷன் ப்ரொவைட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, பட் அந்த டாக்குமெண்டேஷன் வந்து கிளியராக இல்லை. விச் மீன்ஸ் டாக்குமெண்டேஷன்னா இந்த MongoDB வெப்சைட்லேயே வந்து அந்த PHP-யை பற்றி தே ஹாவ் ஆல்ரெடி கிவன் சம் டாக்குமெண்டேஷன். ஸோ PHP-ல வந்து எப்படி MongoDB கனெக்ட் பண்ணுறது அப்படிங்கிற டாக்குமெண்டேஷன் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, பட் அது கிளியராக இல்லை. ஸோ அது வந்து டிஃபிகல்ட்டாக இருக்குன்னு சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க MongoDB வந்து PHP கூட கனெக்ட் பண்ணுறது. But Laravel, I don't know about the WordPress, but Laravel is also easy, I think so. Laravel is same like Node.js மாதிரி தான், அது ஈஸி தான் இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணுறது. மற்றபடி PHP தான் லிட்டில் பிட் டிஃபிகல்ட்டாக இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ நாட் ஓன்லி learn and mean stack. இப்போ நான் ஆக்சுவலி ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு ரைட் திஸ் ஆன் Node.js server. ஸோ அது யூனிவர்சலாக எங்கே இருந்தாலும் API-லேருந்து எடுக்கிற மாதிரி தான் நான் என்ன பண்ண போகிறேன், ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு டூ தட். Next, what I have, MySQL database project. I goes to mobile application any idea. Sure, you can go for that. Sure, but it can be only run on local server, not on the global server. Okay, புரியுற மாதிரி சொல்றதா இருந்தா MySQL database வந்து லோக்கல் சர்வரில் ரன் ஆகும் பட்சத்தில் மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷன் கூட நீங்கள் ஃப்ளட்டரில் கனெக்ட் பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா லோக்கலாக மட்டும்தான் ரன் ஆகும். விச் மீன்ஸ் உங்களுடைய ப்ராஜெக்ட் ரன் ஆகும், உங்கள் ஃப்ளட்டர் ப்ராஜெக்ட் ரன் ஆகும் வரையும் தான் அந்த ப்ராஜெக்டை ரன் பண்ண முடியும். ஆல்சோ உங்களுடைய அந்த MySQL சர்வர் ரன் ஆகிற வரையும் தான் இந்த ப்ராஜெக்டும் ரன் ஆகும். ஸோ அந்த இன்பிட்வீன் டைமில் தான் உங்களோட டேட்டா ஸ்டோர் பண்ண முடியும். அப்பார்ட் ஃப்ரம் தட் நம்மளால் லோக்கலாக ரன் பண்ணும்போது ஸ்டோர் பண்ண முடியாது. இதே MongoDBங்கிற பட்சத்தில் இது நெட்வொர்க்கில் தான் ரன் ஆகுது. எங்கேருந்து வேணால் யூஸர் என்ன பண்ணிக்கலாம், டேட்டாவை வந்து ஸ்டோர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். That's all. Which technology use? So currently there are a lot of technologies booming right now. So better, most of the companies actually நான் showcase பண்றேன் இப்போ. I will showcase that details because of vast number of people need to know that. Stack Overflow உடைய சர்வே ரீசெண்டாக ஸ்டடி பண்ணியிருந்தேன். Stack Overflow as a way. So what? Okay, something issue. What? Take me there. Okay. Results from Stack Overflow I'm a developer. What is right now happening? I can't understand. Why it not allowing me to access this? Take me there. Come on. Is it anyway? What is trespassing? I can't understand. Let me check that. What is they saying? Okay. So I have seen the technologies in 2024 age. I have I want clear example for website to mobile application like PHP, Laravel, MySQL. Clear example for website to mobile application like PHP, Laravel, MySQL technology. I can't, I can't understand this question. Okay, okay. Let me explain this. Let me show you people's. So actually the question asked here, I want clear example for website to mobile application like PHP, Laravel, MySQL technology. Okay. ஸோ இது எல்லாத்துக்குமே நான் எப்படி இன்டெகிரேட் பண்ணுறது அப்படிங்கிறதையும் இந்த இதில் எது கூட ஈஸியாக இன்டெகிரேட் பண்ணலாம் அப்படிங்கிறதையும் நான் சொல்கிறேன். மொதல் விஷயம், யூனிவர்சலி யூ நீட் டு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் தட் ப்ரோக்ராமிங் ஸ்கிரிப்டிங் லாங்குவேஜஸ்லாம் இருக்கிறது. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ வி ஹாவ் ஜாவா ஸ்கிரிப்ட் அஸ் அ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ப்ரிஃபரன்ஸ் இந்த விச் இஸ் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் டாமினேட்டிங் த coding industry in, for example, எப்படி சொல்றது, out of 100% of technologies 62.3% of technology அவங்க தான் ரோல் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம் ப்ரோக்ராமிங் ஸ்கிரிப்டிங்ல. ஓகேங்களா? இப்போ நம்மளுடைய கொஸ்டினுக்கு வரும். ஐ வாண்ட் கிளியர் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஃபார் வெப்சைட் அண்ட் மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷன். அதாவது மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷன் இருக்கும் பட்சத்துல உங்களுடைய ப்ராஜெக்ட் நீங்க லோக்கலா ரன் பண்றீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். ஸோ ஃபார் திஸ் ஐ கேன் சே தட் இப்போ நான் வந்து ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்றேன். இட்ஸ் ஜஸ்ட் அ ப்ராஜெக்ட், இட் இஸ் நாட் அ ப்ராடக்ட். அது ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் கிடையாது, ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்ட் தான், சிம்பிளான ஒரு சின்ன ப்ராஜெக்ட். அதை வந்து நான் என்ன பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா சேல் பண்றேன் வெளியில. நான் வந்து சம் அதர் பர்சனுக்கு அந்த ப்ராஜெக்டை நான் சேல் பண்ண போறேன் அப்படின்னா, உதாரணத்துக்கு ஐ கேன் டேக் மை கிளைண்ட் அஸ் சம் அதர் காலேஜ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு டீச் தம் ஹவு டு டூ திஸ் ப்ராஜெக்ட். ஜஸ்ட் அந்த மாதிரி ஃபார் த சேக்கு நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா, டெம்பரரியா ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்டோடைய டேட்டாவை ஸ்டோர் பண்றதா இருக்கட்டும், இதை ரன் பண்றதா இருக்கட்டும், you can go for MySQL, SQL, right? Postgres SQL, one of the difficult database, but it is also ruling the entire database market. Out of 100, it is ruling almost 50% of the market. So if you people are interested in learning databases, you can purely go first preference for the Postgres SQL. Or else, if the learning curve is difficult in Postgres SQL, first study the SQL or else MySQL and then you can move for the Postgres. ஓகேங்களா? இப்போ நீங்க பண்றது வெப்சைட்டா இருக்கட்டும், நீங்க டெவலப் பண்றது ஒரு வெப்சைட் அப்படிங்கிறதுல உங்களுடைய வெப்சைட்ல நீங்க வந்து டேட்டா, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நான் வெப்சைட்டோட ஃப்ரண்ட் எண்ட் சொல்றேனே, இஃப் யூ ஆர் டூயிங் இந்த ஃப்ரண்ட் எண்ட் வித் வாட் எவர் த ஃப்ரண்ட் எண்ட் ஃப்ரேம்வொர்க், லைக் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் we can take React.js or else what are many as a front end. You can connect this React.js with whatever the database. அது MySQL இருக்கலாம், இல்லை SQL இருக்கலாம், இல்லை Postgres. It can be in any other server. It can directly connect with the database, or else you can connect it with a server. Maybe the server can be PHP server, or else Laravel, or else Node.js, whatever the server may be. But on the server, currently, it needs to run on an machine, virtual machine. அப்படி இருந்தால் மட்டும்தான் எங்க இருந்து வேணாலும் உங்களுடைய யூசர் டேட்டாவை இன்சர்ட் பண்ண முடியும். இல்ல கரண்ட்லி ஜஸ்ட் நீங்க என்ன பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா, ஜஸ்ட் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் React.js ப்ராஜெக்ட் அப்படிங்கிறதுனா ஜஸ்ட் npm ஸ்டார்ட் கொடுத்து நீங்க ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்டை ரன் பண்ணினாலே அது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி என்ன ஆக ஆரம்பிச்சிடும், இட் கேன் ரன். பட் the data that inserted via that application only stored for the particular time. That's what you need to understand. So for the website, my preference goes for PHP because of nowadays most of the companies, some companies are preferring PHP. So PHP is better comparing PHP is better. You can come. You can connect with the MySQL. Super. I appreciate that. For website, it is good. For website, you can connect PHP and MySQL. For mobile application, you can go for Node.js or else Python, Django as a server. ஓகேங்களா? அதாவது நான் ஃப்ரண்ட் அண்ட் பேக் அண்ட் ஃப்ரண்ட் அண்ட் பேக் அண்ட் டேட்டாபேஸ் நான் மூணாக பிரிக்கிறேன். ஃப்ரண்ட் அண்ட் வெப்சைட்டாக இருக்கும் பட்சத்தில் ரியாக்ட் ஜேஎஸோ இல்லை நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணலாம் வாட் எவர் HTML CSS ப்ரிஃபர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அது கூட சர்வரை ஆர்எல்ஸ் பேக் அண்டை நீங்கள் PHP வச்சோ இல்லை லாரல் வச்சோ கிரியேட் பண்ணிக்கலாம், நோ ப்ராப்ளம். அதுக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய டேட்டா பேஸை நீங்கள் MySQLோ இல்லை SQLோ இல்லை PostgreSQL எது வேணாலும் சூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். இது வெப்சைட்டுக்கு. இல்லை இதே மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷன் சைட் நீங்கள் வரீங்க அப்படின்னா மொபைல் அப்ளிகேஷன் ஃபார் தட் யூ கேன் சூஸ் ஃப்ரண்ட் அண்ட். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், இஃப் ஐம் சூசிங் ஃப்ரண்ட் அண்ட் அஸ் அ Flutter, it's better to create server with Node.js or else Python. ஓகேங்களா? இல்லைனா PHP வச்சதும் நீங்கள் அந்த சர்வரை கூட நீங்கள் இதில் கனெக்ட் பண்ணிக்க முடியும். Flutter கூட ஈஸி தான் via the API. The same database, MySQL, Postgre, whatever the database, Flutter will eventually accept. அதை அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறோம். இல்லை அப்படின்னா ஈஸி ஹேண்டியாக இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா go for the MongoDB. நீங்கள் வந்து இஃப் யூ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு லேர்ன் மச் டேட்டா பேசஸ் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா நீங்கள் query எதுவுமே படிக்க தேவையில்லை அப்படிங்கிற பட்சத்தில் நீங்கள் ஈஸியாக எடுத்த உடனே நீங்கள் ஆப் டெவலப் பண்ணுறதா இருந்தால் இல்லை டக்குன்னு ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்டை முடிக்கிறதா இருந்தால் யூ கேன் கோ ஃபார் MongoDB. or else if you have a lot of requirements and you need to mobile application depends on only MongoDB. No, mobile application development doesn't depend upon MongoDB. It can be whatever the database may be. But நான் சொல்ற வரது என்னன்னா உங்கள் டேட்டாபேஸ் வந்து நீங்கள் ப்ராஜெக்டை டக்குன்னு முடிக்கணும், ஈஸி டு ஹேண்டில் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னா நீங்கள் MongoDB செலக்ட் பண்ணலாம். இல்லை நீங்கள் நிதானமாக என்னுடைய கிளைண்ட்டுக்கு வந்து நான் பெட்டர் பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் கொடுக்குறேன் அப்படின்னா நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணலாம், யூ கேன் கோ ஃபார் MySQL. SQL டேட்டாபேஸ்க்கு போய்க்கலாம். தட்ஸ் த எக்ஸாக்ட் ஆன்சர். கிளியர்? ஓகே, ஸோ சிம்பிள் தான். உங்கள் கிளைண்ட் வந்து எஃபிஷியண்டாக கேட்குறாங்க அப்படின்னா பெட்டர் SQL டேட்டாபேஸ் சூஸ் பண்ணுறது நல்லது. இல்லை உங்கள் ப்ராஜெக்ட் வந்து சீக்கிரம் முடியணும், அதே மாதிரி அன்ஸ்ட்ரக்சரான டேட்டா இருக்குது அப்படிங்கிற பட்சத்தில் நீங்கள் MongoDB போய்க்கலாம். அவ்வளோதான். That's answer. Okay. Difference between MySQL. A lot of questions. Okay. I can note different questions. Difference between MySQL and SQL. Okay, I can explain these questions later on my next slide because I need to cover other topics from my Node.js and MongoDB. Sure, I can explain these questions. I can note on this question different between MySQL and SQL. Yes. Sure, I will explain this in the next slide. Don't need to worry about that. Okay. Next. So I need to create a Node.js server. First of all, how I am going to scrap this data? The web scraping technology primarily working on scrapping the data of that particular tag. For example, I have this particular website's link. Inside we have some HTML structure. In this HTML structure, each and every HTML tag holds a different data. Let me show you. The first thing I am going to scrap here is the title. Just I am going to select this inspect tool and I am going to select this title in this product. So when I click this, I got the particular tag that holding this title. The tag that holding this title is this span tag. Here you can see in the sidebar. Span tag. So let me expand this span tag. Yes, it holds this data. You can see Dell Alienware X16 gaming laptop. This title is held by this span tag. So the kind of information what I am going to do is that I am going to provide this website link as an input source, and my Node.js server will crawl through this entire link and check out this entire tag present in this link. But I don't need this entire link data. I only need particular tags data. Like for example, in my first condition, I'm going to scrap this title. So which is in the span tag. I need to particularly scrap this tags data. Let me show you guys how I have done this in my how I have done this in my project. Okay. So this is a simply the server I have created. This is a simple server I have created. So almost a lot of comments I got. Okay. So this is a server I have recently created to scrap the entire data. This is a server I have created in my server. Mm, let me walk you guys. Let me walk you through, guys. What are the things I have included in my project? So first of all, I have done a lot of tons of coding right here. I have done a ton of coding. So I have actions, config, control. Let me explain you guys. This is the Node.js server. So simply, we people need to create a server first of all. How we can create a server? I'm going to open a new window. So I'm going to show you guys how you can create your own Node.js server from the scratch. Before creating this Node.js server, I will explain my current working project, what I have right now here. So this project consists of several modules. Like for example, I have things like registration, user login, user logout, and scrapping the Amazon product. These are the four modules currently right now I have in my this project. I am naming this project as an info harvest. Since it is harvesting the information from the Amazon product, I named it as relevantly to that. Okay. Next thing, I have created some modules inside this. First of all, we can create a Node.js server here. So to create a Node.js server, simply you can open your new fresh window in your Visual Studio Code, and you can open up a new terminal. I am going to open a new terminal, or else you can alternatively follow a simple step. What is the step? Simply, I am going to my app development, and I'm going to create a new folder called info harvest. Info harvest. So already I got this info harvest. Just I'm going to mention here info hyphen harvest. Okay, good. So I have created a new for directory called info hyphen harvest, and I'm going to drag and drop this inside my Visual Studio Code. Done. Okay, yes, I trust the author. Okay, good. Next, after dropping this info hyphen harvest directory into my Visual Studio Code, what I need to do is that I need to initialize the Node.js server. First of all, we need to understand how these servers work and how these servers are really going to work. Let us consider we have a front end over here. We have a front end. We have a front end over here, a particular website. Whatever maybe you can consider whatever the website here. So we have a front end. And another thing we have a server. Another thing we have a server. The last thing what we have is that we have a database. We have a database. If you people have some doubts, or else if you people's got some clarifications, you can ask in the comment section, or else queries you can feel free to ask. So this is the front end I have. Consider this is the monitor, and it is a particular website's front end. So consider in my condition it is an Amazon website. So I have this Amazon website here. I have this Amazon website here. So whenever I search a particular data in this website, for example, Alienware gaming laptop, it will pass an API request to the server. So this is the front end. I'm going to set from my website. It will add some data to the server. So this is a server. So this is a server. This server eventually will work as a computing device. Whatever the data is user requested will be taken as a question by the server, and it will give this information to the database. So this is the database. So this is the database. So it will take the database from the here. Next, after whatever the user requested the data, it will be given as a request to this database, and it will provide a relevant answer for this user ask. It will be passed to the server again, and the server will update the front end over here, or else the front end will eventually get the data from the server and update its user interface. This is how an application works. Whether it is a website or else whether it is a mobile application, both in condition works like this. Okay. So consider this is a front end. This is a front end. Let me consider this is a front end. Front end. So I'm going to develop this front end as by using React.js. Consider just an example in the website side, and on mobile side I'm going to develop by using Flutter. So whatever maybe front end is going to be React.js and for the website side, and Flutter as the mobile in the mobile side. Next, it acts as a server which I am going to call it as, or else you can call it as a backend itself. Backend server. I'm going to develop it with using Node.js. Node.js. Good. I'm going to develop it with the Node.js. Next, we have a database. We have a database which I'm going to use here as a MongoDB. I'm going to use here MongoDB. So these are the different tech stacks I'm going to use inside my application. So front end in the website side, I'm going to use React.js as a front end, and in the Flutter for the mobile application development. And for the backend, I'm going to use Node.js, and for the database, I'm going to use MongoDB. So there are three different tech stacks. So first, I'm going to start with the server by writing a Node.js in the JavaScript language. I'm going to create a new server, and I'm going to write some code to scrap those data. I'm going to directly write the script to store the data. So different tech stacks, and I'm going to combine all these tech stacks with an API that was developed from the Node.js. Because of these data will be passed to the API, application programming interface, which is called as application programming interface, API. Application programming interface. So each and every data that's user requested, or else everything whatever the user asks will have an API. Maybe here have an API, and the result will have an API. And the data that was asked by the user is simply called a request. Simply called request. And the data provided from the database to the server via the server to the front end, it is called as response. Sorry, it is called as response. So we have a response and request. Response and request. This is how all the application the you people are using currently working on this principle. So in my example, whenever I'm going to search a product here, I make a request. So Alienware gaming laptop, this will send as a request to the particular server of Amazon. Maybe whatever the server, maybe it up to there. I don't know what other server they are using. So that it will send a request to the Amazon server. That server grabs some information about the request that user have asked from their databases. Maybe their database can be their own AWS, DynamoDB, whatever the database they have. The database will provide a response to to the server, and this response will be updated in the front end. This is how the tech stack is working. So this is how the Node.js server is work. Next. So next, what I'm going to do is that. So this is how we are going to create a Node.js server. This is the principle of a simple basic Node.js server. So to create this server, I'm going to initialize the server in my Visual Studio Code. So what I'm going to do. So if there are any queries or else doubts, whatever maybe, MongoDB, it's okay, bro. AWS and cloud, how it works, all the same API requests. Yes. AWS and cloud, how it works. AWS, it's an Amazon. AWS is an web services. I have right now itself too. I will show you in the next video, next slide, how you can integrate AWS in the websites. It will be followed in the next video. So basically, AWS and cloud is also have some functionalities. You can connect this AWS or cloud, whatever the cloud, maybe it can be Google Cloud or else Microsoft Azure. You can connect with this Node.js. It is easy to connect these clouds to this Node.js, or else you can connect your own cloud in the AWS itself. புரியுதுங்களா? அதாவது இந்த சர்வரை நீங்கள் Node.js வச்சு கிரியேட் பண்ண முடியும். அப்படி இல்லாததெல்லாம் அப்படி இல்லை அப்படின்னா உங்களால் ஒரு சர்வரையே உங்களோட ஏடபிள்யூஎஸ்லேயே கிரியேட் பண்ண முடியும். ஓகேங்களா? நீங்கள் கோடிங்க இங்கே எழுதி ஏடபிள்யூஎஸ்ல இன்ஸ்டன்ஸாக அப்லோட் பண்ணி அதை ரன் பண்ண வைக்கலாம் சர்வரா. இல்லை அப்படின்னா நீங்களே உங்களுடைய சொந்த சர்வரை ஏடபிள்யூஎஸ்ல இருந்து கிரியேட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அதுக்கு செவரல் அமௌண்ட் சார்ஜ் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ ஏடபிள்யூஎஸ் வந்து ஃப்ரீ கிடையாது, இட் டோட்டலி காஸ்ட். அதே மாதிரி தான் மற்ற க்ளவுட் சிஸ்டம்ஸும் லைக் கூகுள் க்ளவுடாக இருக்கட்டும், மைக்ரோசாஃப்ட் அஸ்யூர் க்ளவுடாக இருக்கட்டும், எல்லா க்ளவுடுமே வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வித்தவுட் எனி ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன். அதாவது ரெஜிஸ்ட்ரேஷன் எப்படி பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா டெபிட் கார்டு வச்சு தான் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும். இனிஷியலாகவே அவங்க கார்டோட டீடைல்ஸ் வாங்கிடுவாங்க. ஓகேங்களா? வித்தவுட் எனி மணி ப்ரொவைட் ஆர்எல்ஸ் எனி டேட்டா, கார்டோட டேட்டா ப்ரொவைட் பண்ணாமல் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ண முடியாது. ஏன் அப்படின்னா ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி கிளவுட் இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ் ரன் ஆகுறதுக்குமே ஏடபிள்யூஎஸ்ல பேமெண்ட் கேட்பாங்க. உதாரணத்துக்கு சொல்றதா இருந்தால் இப்போ நான் கிரியேட் பண்ணுற இந்த Node.js சர்வரை வந்து ஏடபிள்யூஎஸ்ல நான் ரன் பண்ணுறேன்னு வச்சுக்கலாம். அது ரன் ஆகிற ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி இன்ஸ்டன்ஸுக்குமே என்னுடைய கார்டில் இருந்து மணி டெபிட் பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பாங்க. எஸ், MongoDB இஸ் டோட்டலி ஃப்ரீ, பட் சர்டைன் ஸ்டோரேஜ் மட்டும் தான் ஃப்ரீ. ஒரு 520 MB ஆஃப் ஸ்டோரேஜ் இஸ் ஃப்ரீ இந்த MongoDB. அப்பார்ட் ஃப்ரம் தட் யூ நீட் டு பே ஃபார் த MongoDB. MongoDB ஃப்ரீ தான். 520 MB வரையும் ஸ்டோரேஜ் நீங்கள் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அதுக்கு மேலே தாண்டும் போது உங்களுக்கு நிறைய ஸ்டோரேஜ் வேணுங்கிற பட்சத்தில் நீங்கள் அவங்கள்ட்ட பே பண்ணி தான் டேட்டாபேஸ் வாங்குற மாதிரி. Okay, next thing, we can initialize our server by using a command called npm npm init -. So this is the command. So this is the command to initialize the server. npm init let me explain this. What is this npm? So before you starting this npm, before you getting started with this npm, you need to install the Node.js server. As I have told you people already, first you need to install the Node.js. So you need to install the Node.js first of all. So just click this download Node.js LTS button. It will automatically download the Node.js latest version, which is the latest version of v20.18.0. So after that, download the latest version of Node.js. Just simply install this Node.js into your in your system and check whether it is successfully installed or not. To check whether it is successfully installed or not, I'm going to show you how you can check this. Just open the command prompt in your system. CMD, just search CMD in your system. Command prompt and open the command prompt. Whether it is right, okay, good. It is going smoothly. Yeah. In your command prompt, type in node hyphen v. Node space hyphen v. Node space hyphen v. Node space hyphen v and press enter. It needs to throw the current version of Node.js. For example, the current version of Node.js we have right now I have is that v20.0.9.0. This is the current IP address of current Node.js version. Right now I have, which may be the backward of this version. Right now the version is v20.18.0. But you need to understand it needs to throw a version. If it is throws the version successfully, Node.js installed in your environment. Okay, I have my Node.js installed in my environment. You can just simply check for this. I will put it in the comment section. To check Node version and installation. Sorry. Okay, good. Next, after checking, it needs to throw the current version of Node.js. Whatever the Node.js version you have installed, it needs to throw. Yes, successfully I have installed. Next command is to create a server. To create a server, just I have simply typing npm init -y in your current directory. And right now I am in the directory of info-harvest. So I'm going to enter this out. It will automatically create a server. It will automatically created. Before this, what is this npm stands for and the init and -y stands for? Let me explain after pressing this command to you peoples. To create or use to initialize the server. To initialize the server, the command is npm init -o. Okay. So here the npm stands for Node Package Manager. npm stands for Node Package Manager. npm stands for Node Package Manager. And init stands for initialize. And there's hyphen. Whatever the word that comes with the hyphen resembles the flag. Resembles as a flag. So here -y is mentioned as flag. It is a flag. So this flag is used to create a server instance for us. This is that a flag -y resembles. So when I click npm init -y, after pressing the enter, it will initialize or else it will create a new file with some code. The file name will call it as a package.json. Package.json. So inside this package.json, we have some information like name, which is our directory name, So I have a directory name of info-harvest as a directory name. Next, I have a version. The version right now I have for this server is 1.0.0. Simple. Next, this mine resembles what is the which file is my important file that needs to be run, or else you can change this file name. What are the preferences up to you? I will show you how you can change this correctly. Next, scripts to test or else to run. It needs to run a script. That script will be mentioned in the inside the script object. Next, it has some keywords, whatever the keyword, and author license. It has some basic license right now, and the description. So I'm not going to edit this any of this because of any of the information right now here it is not as important. Just you can press npm space init space hyphen y to initialize the server. Automatically a file called package.json will be created inside this info inside your current project directory or else root of your project directory. Okay, good. Next, after successfully initializing the server, I need to install some packages. What are the packages I need to install? I need to install some several packages, like for example, what are packages? Yeah. So each and every packages right now I'm going to install have an impact in my server. Let me explain you guys one by one while I'm installing these packages. So first I'm going to give a provider command npm space I space. The first package I'm going to install is Express. This Express is used to create a API server, API for my server. This Express is mostly used to create routes for a specific API. Let me show you what is the API and route. Consider this is the website I am right now here. Here you can see it has some link. It starts from http //www.amazon.in. Case equal to this alien gaming laptop is the name I have searched for. Alien plus gaming plus laptop. What are the name I am going to provide here? It will be resembled in this link. If I change this name, after pressing the enter, it will automatically change its name over here in the link too. Next, equal to resembles this ID. This ID resembles the particular data's ID. Whatever the data here, the entire data have an ID here, and it has some ID coordinations. This is called as this entire thing is called as route. So each and every different name have a different routing system. For example, after this K, whatever that thing I'm going to type here in this search bar visible, let me show you how it works. Now I'm going to change this Alienware gaming laptop to MSI, which means here is also needs to change from Alienware to MSI. Let me change that. MSI, maybe Titan 18HX. So whenever I press this enter button, here you can see after this K, the entire and after this K equal to the entire thing is changed. So the code after this equal to is changed according to the data it's showing under here. And the name I have provided here is taken as the data. This is called as routing. Each and every route have different API section. So we need to create this routing API inside our Node.js server. To create this, I'm going to install a package called Express. I hope you people understand why I'm installing this Express. I think so. Yeah, good. Next, I'm going to install a package called MongoDB. Since my database is depends upon the MongoDB, I'm going to use MongoDB package. Next, to connect this database to my server, here I right now currently I have I'm going to install a package called Mongoose. What this Mongoose does is that the functionality of this Mongoose is to connect my server to the database. This is the functionality of this Mongoose. Next, I need to install a particular package, which means which is called as CORS. This CORS is used to handle the network instances. For your better glance, my database is in the network. My database is in the network, which means I'm using MongoDB database. So whatever data user is going to insert, we will be passed to the internet. So to handle this data in the internet, I need to install a package CORS for my server to handle those data via the internet, or else to transfer this data via the internet. I'm going to install this package called CORS. Next, Express MongoDB, Mongoose CORS. Next and lastly, not last but not least, Express MongoDB, Mongoose CORS. Mm, body parser, body hyphen parser. So once again, the word clock started to ring because of the time is right now here 4:00. That's it. NPMI Express MongoDB Mongoose CORS body hyphen parser. This body hyphen parser is used to carry the data from the front end to the server. So here you can see in my drawing I have shown you that so whatever the data that comes from the front end is will be set as a request. Will be given a name as a request, and this request will be passed in a different API to the server. So which means you can imagine this data I have provided in this Amazon search bar is MSA Titan. This data will be given in some other API as a request to this Node.js. So which means the data I have typed in this search bar is carried out in this route. In this particular API. So to carry my information from this front end to this route, I am using a particular package called body-parser to carry the data in a particular route or else whatever maybe in the API. Next, most important package called Node.js. Since right now I am developing my own server, this server needs to run continuously needs to run continuously while it is in the AWS instance or else any other cloud instance. It needs to run continuously. To run this entire server continuously, I am going to install this Node.js package. This Node.js package will continuously run my entire server in whatever the instance. It can run locally in my computer too as a local system, local environment. Or else if I upload this entire Node.js project in an AWS instance or else any other cloud instances, so it needs to run continuously. I'm going to use this package called Node.js, which eventually run my server continuously without any stop. Because if it runs for some amount of time and it stops running, automatically whenever the data given from the front end by my user in a non-running time, it cannot be inserted into my database, which will become a problem. That's why I am going to run my server continuously. Even you can imagine we are sending messages in the WhatsApp to our friends. We are chatting 24/7 to our friends. Whether the WhatsApp shutdowns at any time? No, because of WhatsApp server is continuously running, so that we can transfer, we can send some messages to my friend, to our friend, or to our relatives, what are the person. Likewise, my server needs to run continuously, so that I am going to install. And to grab information from the online, I'm going to use Axios package, which grab the information from the online. To grab the information from the online, I'm going to use Axios. Next, I'm going to use a package called .env. env stands for environmental variables, which means I need to store my potential information like my database passwords, because of even every database SQL or else NoSQL databases have their password to access the database. Right now in my MongoDB, in my collection data, in my cluster, I have my defined password and username to connect with this. Only that kind of person can access and have the admin permission to access this cluster or else database in my MongoDB. So these kinds of data needs to be given in this server, which means which here you can see in the drawing itself, the server needs to pass the data to the MongoDB. Since our MongoDB database is encrypted with some username and password, this server needs to have the capability, which means needs to have the admin capability to access this MongoDB database. Right now, the current server I am developing also needs to have the admin permission to access the database. So for this, to show those potential informations like passwords and other data, I am going to use this .env package. Whether you people got these points, I hope the people who are watching will understand my English. When I press enter, automatically these packages will be installed. So the packages are right now installing. So since as I have told you people earlier, NPM stands for Node Package Manager, and you need to understand what is I stands for. I stands for install. You can directly write, like for example, you can write npm install like this. Sorry, install like this, or else you can shortly write as the npm I, which also resembles install. So npm install, I stands for install. I'm going to install the packages Express, MongoDB, Mongoose, Quartz, Body-Parser, NodeMod, Axios, and .env. So these are the packages I have installed. After installing these packages, you can see my package.json is modified little bit. After the description, it adds some code. It adds an object called dependencies. Inside the dependencies, in ascending order, it resembles all the packages what I have installed currently will be mentioned with their versions. Next thing, we have package log on our module. So this node modules is a potential folder. We should not show these, or else you should not modify these folders, or else you should not share this to others, because of the information about your system will be stored in this node modules. You better share. You should not share this. After installing these packages, these two will be created newly. Package log and node underscore modules will be created newly after installing these packages. Okay, so successfully I have created my package. Next, what I need to do, I am going to create a new directory inside my root directory. I am going to create a new directory inside my root of the directory. So what is the directory? So what is the directory I am going to add here is the main directory, which will come as a main directory to run my project, just like index.js, whatever you call in HTML, CSS, like here. I'm going to create a new directory. I'm going to simply right click in my root directory. I'm going to create a new file, and this file name is going to be index.server.js. Index.server.js. This is my main file, where whatever the code I am going to insert here will run in the first preference in my server. Index.server.js. I have successfully created a new directory. Next, after creating this new directory, once again I am going to create a new file in my root directory. I'm going to press the right click here, new file. I'm going to create a new file as .env, which gives a symbol like this setting symbol. .env stands for environmental variables. So as I have said earlier, what are the potential information? What is the potential information? Like my database passwords and other things will be written in this env. so that it can be hide from others. Okay. Now in this index.server.js, I'm going to record some information. Since I have already recorded some information, I will show you how I have done this. You need to record some informations here. For example, I need to record some information like express, cost, body parser. So whatever the data I need to give here, I need to provide here. What are the packages I have installed, I need to provide. So first I need to record the express. Next I need to record the cost and body parser, lot more things. And next I need to initialize this express inside a variable name, inside a variable. And I need to use this variable name to initial other packages like cars I have recently installed, and express.json and body-parser.json. These are all not much needed, just for sake of thing. Let me show you guys how we can do this right now. So first I'm going to write here const express equal to require. It needs to require from which package? The package that I have currently installed from the express. So here this express resembles the package that I have previously installed. So express. So this resembles the package I have installed, and I'm going to provide this package inside a variable name called express. This is a variable name, which is I currently given. This is a user-defined name I have provided. Next, I'm going to mention const cost equal to require cost. So this cost resembles the package I have installed, and this cost resembles the name I have given to this, which is a variable name. Next, const body parser equal to require body hyphen parser. This body hyphen parser resembles the package I have installed. This body parser resembles the variable name. Okay, done. So these are things I have right now. I have included. Lastly, I need to mention. I think I need to initialize my .env. Require .env. Require .env.config. So which means this .env is a package, and this config resembles configuration. So what are the package you have mentioned here in .env will be taken here in this .env, and it will be configured. That's why I am mentioning here config. Okay, done. Next, what I am going to do is that, so whatever thing I have given in this variable name, express, cost, body hyphen parser, require, whatever may be. So I am going to use these variable names in the next instance. So first I am going to initialize this, or else I am going to convert this express variable as an object, and I am going to provide it in another variable. Const app equal to express, which means this express name is given over here, and I have provided a open close bracket, which eventually turn this as an object, instance object. Next, this object is given to a variable name called app. Now, this entire express object is stored inside this variable name called app. In the next instance, I'm going to use app.use cost. So what I'm saying here, app, this variable name dot use, I'm telling this express to use which package? Cost. Hey express, use this cost. That's what I'm trying to say. App.use cost. Next, app dot use body parser dot json. So once again, I'm saying app dot use body parser dot json. Body parser dot json. This body parser, I'm calling this variable name body parser dot json resembles. I'm since I have already told you people that body parser, this package is used to get the data from the particular route. For example, here you can see the data I have provided here. MSI Titan 18x is resulted in this route. MSI plus Titan plus 18. So this data will be got from this body hyphen parser as a JSON type, which means we can easily understand this. The name I have provided MSI space Titan space 18 hex will be passed into this route in a JSON form. JSON stands for JavaScript object notation. JavaScript object notation. JSON stands for JavaScript object notation. So, in my condition, whenever the user provides the link from the Amazon, it will be passed as a JSON format into via this body parser package in my particular router. Then, so app.use body parser. And all other thing is not extended true, URL extended true, it's not important, much more important over here. You can just simply neglect that. In upcoming videos, I will show you people's in a clear manner. Okay, next. So I have record these packages, and after recording these packages, I have used these packages and passing this express as a object to this variable name called app, and from that app I have used this cors and body parts as a JSON. Next, I am going to assign my server a specific name, a specific URL name. To provide that URL name, what I am going to do is that I am going to mention my URL name in this .env file. This .env file, what I am going to do is that I am going to mention. First, I am going to mention the port. This port resembles the track that's the server running. What are the port it running? What and also you people need to understand. And you people need to understand that whatever the text, whatever thing you are going to provide in this env should be in capital letter. I have provided the capital letter port. I'm going to mention a port 8080. This 8080 resembles the port that my server is going to run. 8080. After providing the port, I'm going to mention my base URL. I'm going to mention domain. I'm going to name it as a domain. Domain equal to http :/. Next, I can mention this name as my IP address name. I'm going to check my IP address, or else you can provide one your server name like localhost : that's all. Or else you can provide your IP address here. Since I'm going to develop my my own server, I'm going to name in my own server as info harvest hyphen server colon. After this colon, this port will be resembled. I'm going to save this file. http : info harvest hyphen server. So now I have mentioned my port and domain in a .env file. Now I'm going to call these two variables in this index.js server file. So I'm going to call here const. I'm going to mention port equal to process.env resembles from the file it came .env, and the variable name is port. Here we have the variable name port. So process.env.port. Automatically it will go to this env file and grab this information, and this 8080 will be stored in this port, in this variable name called port. If I didn't give any information here like this, if I leave it empty, so it will take default it is a 5000. For instance, I can take it as a 5001. So I am going to name it as a 5001. So process.env so process.env.port. If I have mentioned here port, automatically it will take that port and it will assign to this port variable. Or else it will take this as 5001 as a default support. I'm going to provide a name itself 8080. Good. Next, I'm going to mention my domain URL. So I'm going to mention here domain equal to process.env.domain, or else it can take a domain like, for example, hatch. Sorry, it has a domain, so I don't need to give here. I don't need to provide it. I'm not going to provide in domain over here. So this is the domain. So the domain I have mentioned here, HTTP info harvest hyphen local. Sorry, info harvest hyphen server will be stored in this domain name, and it will be taken here in this smaller domain, in this variable name smaller domain. Next, I am going to combine this in a single URL. So I am going to mention here as a host URL. Sorry, host URL or else server URL equal to port plus domain. Port plus domain, which means it will combine the name. Like for example, it will combine name like the name I have provided here, HTTP info harvest hyphen server plus, sorry, I have provided here domain plus port. So first it will resemble the domain. The domain is info harvest in my domain. Next it will add to the port. The port is 80. So automatically, eventually the link look like this. So this link will be stored inside this server URL. Inside this server URL. So this entire server link will be stored in this server URL. Next, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to start my server. To start the server, I'm going to mention app.listen. App.listen. This listen resembles this express to make this express to listen my server. I'm going to mention an open close bracket. Inside this open close bracket, I'm going to mention my first the port. In which port my server needs to run. It needs to run in the port of 8080. The port is inside this in this variable. Next, come on. I'm going to resemble a function which is called as arrow function and an object. Like this. So inside this object, first I'm going to mention my port, in which port is currently running. Next, I'm going to mention in which URL my server is currently running. So like this. We have done this project. So console.run, the server is running on the port. It will print my port number, which is the port number is 8080. After this, console.log server URL. What this console.log define? Console.log defines print statement. In Python, we will directly mention it as a print, but here it will call it as a console.log. Console.log, instead of this print statement, it is mentioned as console.log. So what I'm doing here is I'm directly printing a statement. Server is running on port. It needs to print the port number 8080. So I have mentioned here the port. So the server is running on port number 8080. Next, console.log server URL. The server URL is here. It needs to print this statement 8080 along with this. Okay, let's try to run this project and check whether the project is successfully running or not. To run this project, I'm going to make it as npm. Before I need to make some configuration in my packages. Since I have some scripts, I'm going to change the script from test to start, and from echo, I'm going to modify some amount here. Node you need to run the project in the name called index.server.js. I'm going to say this. So whenever I provide this start name, this node will call this index.server.js. So whatever the code in written inside this index.server.js will eventually start to do. So let's check this whether it is npm space start. npm resembles node package manager and start resembles this script. npm start. Eventually, it will call the nodemon package. This nodemon package will continuously run the file which is index.server.js, and whatever the content written inside this index.content.js, sorry, server.js will continuously without any stop. We check this. Good. Here you can see my statement is printed. Server is running on port 8080, and successfully my server URL is here 80. Sorry, HTTP info harvest hyphen server a colon 880. So automatically my server started to run in a particular server URL which is called as a domain. Sure, successfully my project started to run. So that's all about in this today's video. I hope you people have got some information what is server and what is the project I'm going to do and what are the things I'm going to do. Let me go for the comments. What are the comments I have? Some people have written in the comments. Okay, crazy comments I got. Okay, sure on the next video la உங்களுக்கு தேவைப்படுதுன்னா நான் வந்து கமெண்ட்ல தமிழ்லயே போடுறேன். ஓவர் சாஃபிக் தனியா ஹேண்டில் பண்ணிடுறேன். Okay, I hope you people have got some knowledge in this session. I can solve this session right now. If you have any doubts or any clarifications you need, you can put it in the comment section. Let me see in the next live. Thank you for the live. Yeah, thank you.